Hi guys, it's Jacob from Stringbuzz here, stringbuzzworld.org being a music journalism site. Links are in the description down below. And we have a brand new discursive topic or debating topic for you today, and that is putting on an accent okay in music? I'm going to refer to the original article as I usually do, so I hope you enjoy. So with the sheer quantity and wealth of new music out and around at the moment, and the whopping amount of exposure we all have to said new music, is it any wonder why singers are trying to sound as different as possible to their counterparts? We are reaching a point that differed instrumentation and unusual musical tropes aren't enough now to separate vocalist from vocalist. Well, for me, the pop music of last year is a great example of this. Pop music went down a very dancehall orientated route, with electro reggae flavouring swamping each and every track. The problem with dancehall music is that unlike many other styles of music, the dynamics, form and structure of the track never actually changes. That also means the pulse and runtime of the track is also around the same. Then when you dive even deeper, there are only so many keys. With dancehall being a largely major orientated genre of music, then you cut that amount in half too. Now you only have those major keys, you only have about 12 major scales, or rather 12 places those songs will go, so you have around an album's worth of typical tracks you can actually make. Sure, you can throw in decoration and harmonies and all that sort of stuff, but dancehall as a genre isn't flexible enough to cover a genre as large as pop music. Despite this, pop music seems to have inherited all these dancehall aspects, and it's left us wondering, why does all pop music sound the same? And I think it's self-explanatory really from a theoretical standpoint. Now I know when you look at the charts you can see rock music, folk music, country music and many other genres, but the emergence of Caribbean style music has been eye-opening to say the least. It's great that we have other influences in the charts now, as long as they don't swamp us, and unfortunately last year the media swamped us with this. Every other pop singer was given dancehall track after dancehall track, whether they suited it or not. Look at tracks like Rockabye by Clean Bandit, Cheap Thrills by Sia and Hands Free by Keke Palmer. Although on the surface they might have different melodies and different vocal tones, when it comes to rhythm and feel they come across as nearly identical. Now they are three completely different artists from different places from around the world, so it's clear that dancehall / electro reggae is a global type thing. But the thing is, Keke Palmer is the only one of Caribbean descent, whereas Sia is Australian, singing in the same accent as Keke, and Anne-Marie on Clean Bandit's track is English, also singing in the same accent. So now that's been established, let's think about accents. Why do singers use accents to differentiate themselves? Well, to add to some different dimensions to the track, to separate themselves in comparison to competition, and to hit notes in the vocal melody that they are given. Seems straightforward enough. So what about Iggy Azalea? Now I know she has said some stupid things on social media, and going after bigger artists than herself has led her to being scrutinised as an attention seeker. But she was ripped apart for putting on a Brooklyn-styled accent when she rapped, branded insensitive, racist and many other things for putting on an accent whilst performing. So is it dependent on the content of the track or the genre of the track, or is it simply dependent on the quality of the track? Artists have been putting on accents for years. Ian Dury back in the day used to dramatise many of his notes in all sorts of accents. But I do think it's food for thought to really think about, and I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments down below on whether you think putting on an accent is okay, is it furthering music, is it capable of changing music and its dimensions, and just any thoughts you have about accents in music. In my personal opinion, I think we should perhaps lower our witch hunts and maybe think about music as music. When it comes to accents, I don't think we can truly pan an artist for putting on an accent when there are others who are praised for doing the same thing. I mean, Iggy Azalea is technically only doing the same thing as Sia, but just from a different neck of the woods. I mean, they're both from Australia, but they're both putting on either an American-styled accent or a Caribbean-styled accent. So what makes one worse than the other? So we'd love to hear what you think on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and our Twitter, so it should be labelled up here. So yeah, I'll see you around next time. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you around next time. Bye-bye.